It's Championship Sunday. Good morning and welcome everyone into this presentation of Central State's playoff hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. I'm Brandon Januska along with my partner Ernie Kraus. Eric Willowite's on the camera for this first game. It's the Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game between the Ice Dogs and the Peoria Junior Mustangs.
Yeah, quite an exciting day, especially on Super Bowl Sunday. No doubt these kids are willing to play, ready to play. You know, last week we got to see the older Mustangs, and they were pretty dominant their game, and I think there's a good chance that they will be dominant as well. I haven't seen the Ice Dogs, so that'll be exciting to see today as well.
It sure will. These are the two top teams in the Squirt Red Tier 1, with the Ice Dogs finishing first in the regular season standings, the Mustangs finishing second. So the top two teams from the regular season both swept their way through the round robin stage to get to this point. And in about a minute or so, we'll have the introductions of the lineups as we set the scene and get ready to go here from the Glenview Ice Center. For the Ice Dogs, wins over Indy Fuel, Northbrook, and the Falcons over the past 2 days got them to this point. The Mustangs beating the Jaguars, Blues, and Wilmette to set this stage. Ice Dogs and Peoria Junior Mustangs in the championship game. Central State's playoff hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. Again, we'll have the announcement of the starting lineups and of all the players on both rosters for you coming up in just a moment. But again, it should be great championship action. We have 3 championship games on tap for you. Each one will have its own individual stream. Squirt Red Tier 1 coming up now, and then Squirt Red Tier 2 between the Black Bears and St. Peter's, followed by the Squirt Minor Championship game between the Vipers and the Knights. So plenty of championship action, and then of course you have the Super Bowl coming up later on.
Yeah, it's quite an eventful day. Definitely very, very exciting.
It sure is. These two teams met up 3 times in the regular season. The Ice Dogs swept the season series, actually went unbeaten in the regular season, 20-0, 40 points for the first place Ice Dogs. The Mustangs were 17-3. Their only losses came to this Ice Dog squad, so they'll look for a little bit of revenge. Anything can happen once you make it to the playoffs and in the championship game.
Absolutely. These two teams are very familiar with each other, and if I'm the Mustangs, I'm definitely taking any and all mistakes that you've learned from this season against these Ice Dogs and applying them.
Well, we'll step aside for a moment, let the lineups be announced, and then we'll join back in with the audio for you. It's the Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game. Ice Dogs and Peoria Junior Mustangs coming up next on this Central State's playoff hockey broadcast here on Stream Sports Midwest.
Welcome to the Glenview Ice Center for your Central State's Prospects Championship game. Tier 1 division is between the Peoria Junior Mustangs and the Ice Dogs.
For your Peoria Mustangs in net 00, Blake Smallberger. Number 2, Clayton Samunde. Number 3, Dominic Gatton. Number 15, Crosby Vanish. Number 18, Easton Paul. Number 19, Maddox Miller. Number 24, Cruz Squirt. 27, Gabe Bowen. 34, William Bear. 59, William Blumenthal. 75, Caleb McAllister. Number 77, Connor Patton. Number 86, Keegan Nolan. And number 98, Leo Clay. Coaches Ben McAllister, Garrett Blumier, Andy Miller, and Ryan Stoll. For your Ice Dogs, first stop number 2, Andrew Davidson. Number 5, Kinsey Dunford. Number 17, Leo Dolingo. Number 18, Mason Looper. Number 20, Walter Reichert. Number 32, Keegan Jr. Number 33, Benjamin Burgess. Number 39, Grayson Yezik. In the
It's about time for Squirt Red Tier 1 Championship Hockey. Central States playoff hockey here on Stream Sports Midwest. Brandon Janusko alongside Ernie Krause. We have Eric Willowhite on the camera as we're ready for the Ice Dogs and the Peoria Junior Mustangs. The Squirt Red Tier 1 Championship game. You have the top two regular season teams in this division, and they're meeting up in the championship game. How it's supposed to be on paper.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely very exciting. You know, even though the Ice Dogs swept the Mustangs in the season, both teams are very familiar with each other, so hopefully for round 4, it's probably the most entertaining of these matchups.
For the Ice Dogs, they're trying to remain perfect on the season, go end to end with a perfect record. They win 20-0-0, 20 wins, no losses in the regular season, then 3-0 in the playoffs in the round robin. In fact, they didn't concede a goal in their 3 playoff games, so they are hot, firing on all cylinders as the puck drops, and we're ready to get this one underway. Mustangs defending the goal off to our right. Blake Smallberger, the man between the pipes, and on the other end, the Ice Dogs, Matthias Guten is the goaltender for the Ice Dogs in white, defending the goal off to our left, and it's the Ice Dogs moving to our right and pushing into the Mustang zone. Mustangs take over the puck there. 12-minute periods at this level. Squirt Red Tier 1 Championship Sunday as Blunier works his way in, and a shot goes up high and over the net. Behind the net they play, behind the Ice Dogs goal. It's put out in front in the crease, loose puck, and it's kicked aside to the near corner.
Oh, that was a close one. Definitely when you're a goalie, you're most vulnerable in that sort of position. He's lucky that it didn't go in the goal.
First good look goes to the Mustangs, but we're still scoreless a minute in, and an early penalty.
That's a trip right there.
Sure was, as Dominic Gatton tried to work his way in toward the net.
Just glad Gatton's okay after that. That was quite the spill he took.
Hops right back up, and we'll have an early power play in this one. Just a minute into the first period, scoreless game. Mason Lukemeyer headed to the box for the next 90 seconds. Minute and a half power plays at this level. And again, 12-minute periods as the faceoff comes to the right of Guten. Ball to take it for the Mustangs. And a quick shot is kicked aside by Guten.
That was a nice block there.
That was a clean face-off win for Peoria to set up that shot attempt. Matthias Guten able to kick it away. 15 seconds into the power play, Mustangs hold the line. Dolan tries to push it in deep, skates in with it, heads in on net, shoots one.
He scores!
Working all the way in. And it's the Mustangs who strike first, a power play goal.
Beautiful shot there. Couldn't have drawn it better myself.
1-0, Mustangs on top. With 10:36 to go in period 1. And now the Ice Dogs back at full strength after the power play goal. 5-on-5 action, so the early penalty costly for the Ice Dogs.
Whoever's running the scores table needs to have the clock start moving. It hasn't moved. There we go.
Now it picks back up. 10.5 to go in period 1. Just a minute and a half into this one. As a shot attempt never got through. Back the other way comes Peoria. Trying to skate in with it is Simundik. He holds outside the zone and then turns it over in the neutral zone. Wisecarver back the other way. Has options, skates right in on net. He shoots.
Oh! What a quick answer right there for the Ice Dogs.
Ethan Wisecarver goes right in. Just tried to gain the zone initially, then found himself one-on-one with Blake Smallberger, and just like that, we're knotted at a goal apiece.
That was a very nice weave through traffic there, and he just lays it in perfectly to even up this score. Wow.
So a couple of early goals in this one have us back even, one apiece. Well, we said it's the top two teams, championship action, and what else would you expect?
That's very true, yeah.
Out to Clary at the point, tried to put it through, hit a body, and goes out into the neutral zone. Now a turnover, possible 2-on-1. Collecting the puck is Delenga. Skates in from the slot, lost control, and regains near circle. Puts one in on net. It's covered up by Smallberger, freezes the puck. 9:41 to go in period one. 3 shots aside, 1 goal each.
Very eventful. Two goals, 1 power play. What more can you ask for? Makes you wonder how the rest of the game will turn out.
Plenty of excitement, I'm sure. So the faceoff comes to the left of Blake Smallberger. Tie up on the dot. It's the Ice Dogs who will come away with it and just pushing it in deep. Back behind the net, Peoria trying to clear their end, and they will not. It's held in at the point. Collision center ice. Puck is loose along the near boards. Out of our sight lines when they get into that corner.
Yeah, I
up
can
along
just
the
barely
boards.
see it myself.
From the corner they play. Battle for the puck. Who will come away with it? It shoots out into the middle. Ice Dogs trying to get a shot off, and they slide it just wide. That was a good look for Wisecarver, who already has a goal in this one. And now a shot goes into the glove of Smallberger. He holds.
Nice catch there by Smallberger.
Looked like it may have been going up over the net, but good hold just to freeze the puck, allow both sides to make some changes. 8:57 to go in the opening frame. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, when the puck's in the middle like that as a goaltender, that's what makes you real nervous because that's usually an easy goal, catches you off guard.
Face off to the right of Smallberger. It's won by the Ice Dogs. They put it into the near corner. Battle along the near boards once again. Couple of players for each side poking at it, and now it ends up behind the net. Tried to center it. No one was there but the Mustangs. Put it right back behind, and now the far corner. Mustangs try to clear it out. They send it over to Doer. Through the neutral zone, taken away. Davidson had it stripped. And battle up along the near boards. Right below us as the puck drifts in toward the net. It'll just be paddled aside by Gooten as the Mustangs go off for a change. 8 minutes to go in period one. 1 goal apiece. Mustangs take it away in the offensive end. Unable to hold the point, it drifts back out. As the Ice Dogs will just let the Mustangs play it, they go off for a change. Here comes Peoria. Skating through along the near boards, they enter the zone, ringing around behind. Out to the far corner along the boards. Tied up there, held in at the blue line. It comes to Simundik, who sends one in on goal. Rebound scores! The initial save was made by Gooten. It came right back out to Clayton Simundik. He finished, collected his own rebound, and it's 2-1 Mustangs.
Yeah, as a goaltender, that's the kind of thing that you don't want for the other team to rebound and then score. But he tried his best. Let's see if the Ice Dogs can answer back. They answered back pretty quickly last time.
They did. We've had 3 goals already, still 7:22 remaining in the first period. Again, this is an Ice Dogs team that hasn't faced much adversity this season.
But with a team as familiar with them as the Mustangs are, oh boy.
Davidson works his way in for the Ice Dogs. Backhanded flip goes right through to the other side and along the near boards. Centering attempt ends up back behind the Peoria net, and they work their way out. Through center ice they go. It's Dolan. That's Keegan Dolan. There are 2 Dolans for Peoria. That's flipped on net. Knocked down by Gooten.
That was a dangerous puck right there in front of the Ice Dog net.
Andrew Davidson able to skate out with it, then turns it over upon entry into the Peoria end. Loose puck at center ice. Ice Dogs come away with it. It's Wisecarver working his way in on the far side. Centering pass.
Oh, and he scores!
Keegan Janata.
What I tell you, they answered real quick.
They sure did. That was a great job working their way in and a perfect feed. Wisecarver right to Janata, who's able to beat Smallberger, and we're tied once again. It's 2-2.
Really like the teamwork right there. Feeding him to the center. Wide open goal. Ties this game up.
Back and forth we go. 6:37 left in the first period. Peoria out shooting the Ice Dogs 6-4, but we're knotted at 2 goals apiece. Back to the logo for the faceoff. Lukemire to take it for the Ice Dogs, and it's Lukemire who won it against Dolan.
You know, at the rate they're going, this game might be tied at 10 at one point.
A lot of scoring already in this one. 2 strong offensive teams. This one sent out to the outside. Dolenga with a shot. Goes right through the slot. And along the boards on the near side. Comes all the way out. Peoria off to the races. Ice Dogs got there first. Send it toward the blue line, but not out. Now it's back behind. Centering attempt, never got through. And the Ice Dogs able to skate out with it. Past the 6-minute mark, halfway through this first period, 2 goals aside. Scholes comes in, tried to center it, hit a body and drifts in on Gooten, who just covers it up in the crease and draws the whistle. 5:52 to go in period 1. It's 2-2.
Yeah, one of the rare slowdowns of this. It's been go, go, go this whole period.
Plenty of action already, as we've said. 2 goals for each side. Face-off coming to Gooten's left. Comes to the Mustangs, and they flip one in to the glove of Matthias Gooten.
Very nice catch there by Gooten.
Couple of ticks off the clock. 5:48 left in the opening frame. Another face-off to the left of the goalie in white. Rung around the boards near side. Mustangs keep it in deep, and back behind the net it rings around to the far corner. Ice Dogs try to clear it, can't get it out. Held at the blue line, sent back into the circle. Now it goes out. Burgess has it. Working along the near side, just sends it in deep. Couple of players go off for a change. Burgess will continue to put on some pressure. Stall Peoria for a little bit as Peoria works their way back.
Oh my goodness, there was quite a tumble right there with 3 players.
Collision upon entry. Mustangs went off for a change. And Peoria. Paul with the puck on his stick, skates in. Back out to center ice it comes. Less than 5 to play in period 1. We're tied at 2. Paul collects the puck once again. It's turned over. Dolenga had it, and the Mustangs take it right back. Paul had his stick tied up, and that allowed the Ice Dogs to send it back into the neutral zone. Peoria trying to work it in deep.
I love this fight between both of these teams.
End-to-end action for both sides. If you blink, you might miss something.
Oh, no doubt about that.
Ice Dogs work their way out along the far boards, right in front of the penalty boxes. The Mustangs take over, just dump it in, and the Ice Dogs right back out. Nice Schelt, runging around the board, short of the red line rather, and that'll go for an icing call. 4:02 left in period 1. We're tied at 2 goals apiece. Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game.
I just realized that's the first icing of the game, and it's pretty deep into the first period.
It is. We've had fairly clean play, letting the kids down there just play on. We did have 1 penalty. It was a costly one for the Ice Dogs. It led to the first goal of the game.
Well, here they come, driving the other way.
That's Burgess along the near boards. Brings it into the corner. Tried to center it, and the Ice Dogs hold it in. Davidson loses the puck, and it's sent back out to center ice. Poon Bernal had it and sent it in offsides. 3:38 in the first, 2-2. Neutral zone face-off at the far dot to our right. Ice Dogs enter the zone. Lose control of the puck, but hold the line. Luke Meyer sends it around the boards. Out to the far side, collected by Janata. He has a goal already today. Centered it, no one was there but the Mustangs, and they'll be able to collect the puck and tried to skate out. Weren't able to get all the way out. It's held in at the blue line. Ice Dogs take over.
Referee doing a good job there of trying to get out of the way as it was pretty busy there along the boards.
Easier said than done more often than not.
Definitely.
Reichel put it in deep, and then Reichel pokes it away. Here's DeLengo with a shot, and saved right out in front by Smallberger. Now back the other way comes the Mustangs. Here's a chance, one-on-one. He's skating in, the shot off the body. What a save, then the rebound is kept out as well. Matthias Guten making himself big and keeping it a tie game with 2:44 to go in the opening period. We're tied at 2.
Yeah, good redemption there by Guten, getting the rebound and then blocking the second shot there.
Couple of big saves right there. 9 shots on goal for the Mustangs compared to 5 for the Ice Dogs, but 2 have gone in for each side. Peoria holds the line, send it in behind the Ice Dog net. Now along the near boards, it's back out to center ice. Mustangs enter cleanly, but give it away. Kept in along the near corner. 2:15 to go in period 1. We're tied at 2. Centering attempt comes all the way out toward the blue line. A shot goes wide and into the far corner. Around the boards, out to the far point. Held in by the Mustangs. Now skating in with it, Simundik. Centers it, he shoots, he scores! Easton Paul was right there to finish the pass from Clayton Simundik, and Peoria is up 3-2.
That was a perfect play right there. Perfect setup, perfect goal, and now Peoria is back in front.
Third time that they've taken a 1-goal lead. Peoria has scored 3 separate times to take that lead, but every time the Ice Dogs have answered relatively quickly.
Yeah, if I'm Peoria, don't get too comfortable. These Ice Dogs answer pretty quickly, and even if they don't answer right away as this period concludes, I definitely watch myself at the beginning of the second period.
Less than 2 minutes to go in the opening period. It's 3-2, Mustangs in front. Along the near boards, a battle for the puck. Mustangs able to clear it out into the neutral zone. Continue to scrap for it along the near boards, and now it's rung around into the Ice Dogs' end, but short of center. And we get an icing call with 1:34 left in the opening frame. 3-2 Peoria on top. Woo! Plenty of action in this opening period.
I think we will get 10 goals in this game at the rate they're going.
These are the 2 top scoring offenses in the Squirt Red Tier 1. The only 2 teams out of the 10 in this division to break 100 goals. Peoria,
Yeah, I believe it.
Peoria 128 in the regular season, 123 for the Ice Dogs.
Holy cow.
So they are good at finding the back of the net as the Ice Dogs from their own end. Yezik behind his own goal will send it forward. And out across center ice, Davidson.
Oh, he ran into his own guy there.
That was Wisecarver who crossed the blue line a little early ahead of Davidson, drawing the offsides whistle with 1:11 left in period 1. 3-2, Peoria in front.
Yeah, definitely when you have those fast break opportunities, you got to be more aware of where the puck is. That way you don't draw these penalties.
The offsides violation, neutral zone faceoff, won by the Ice Dogs. They send it out to open ice on the near side and chase it down. Turned over. Here's Samunduk. Sends one in, blocked aside with the blocker of Guten, and we have a whistle with 58 ticks left in the first. 3-2, Peoria in front. And they'll have a chance to extend their lead as we have a penalty coming up. Mason Lukmeyer headed to the box for 90 seconds.
Second power play of the game. Let's see what Peoria can do.
Mustangs were able to capitalize on their first man advantage. That was early in this opening period. Led to the game's first goal. 3-2, Mustangs lead it. Face off to the right of Matthias Guten. Tie up at the dot. Ice Dogs come away with it, ringing around behind their net. 55 seconds left in the first. Out to center ice, the Mustangs collect. They try to gain entry. Send it in, but not deep. Davidson right back out. Along the near boards, Ice Dogs putting on the pressure and trying to skate forward with it. Ethan Wisecarver. Wisecarver comes away with the puck, trying to work his way in on net, and we have a penalty coming against the Mustangs.
4-on-4, you gotta love it.
So it's a short power play opportunity for Peoria, 28 seconds. Unable to capitalize, and now we'll have 4-on-4 action, like you said, for the remaining 30 seconds of this first period, and then eventually, as long as there's no other penalties that happen or goals, we'll have an Ice Dogs power play for about 28 seconds.
Really like the Ice Dogs putting the pressure on them because they know they can't go down 2 scores in a game like this.
3-2 Peoria. We're in the first period, plenty of time. 4-on-4 action, 30 seconds left in the opening frame. Out at center ice, a battle for the puck. Davidson pushed it ahead. Mustangs take over in their own end and right back out into the neutral zone. Skating ahead is Paul. Puts a shot on net. He scores! From the high slot, a strong wrister, and with 13 seconds left in the period, it's 4-2 Mustangs.
Excellent shot. Let's see if the Ice Dogs can answer. 13.8 seconds left in this period, although only one penalty killed, right?
Well, we'll continue with 4-on-4 action. That's an even strength goal since both teams were 4 aside. So the men in the box will remain where they are. 45 seconds left on the Ice Dogs penalty. 10 seconds left in the frame.
Because how often do you have 4-on-4, you know?
Matching penalties, not at the same time, so I guess not matching, but this one sent in top of the circle as the buzzer sounds. 4-2 Peoria in front. 6 goals in the opening frame. We'll have more 4-on-4 action for 28 seconds, rather for 32 seconds when period 2 resumes, and then 28 seconds of Ice Dog 5-on-4 action in the second period. It was an exciting first. 4-2 Peoria in front. Second period action coming your way next. This is the Squirt Red Tier 1 Championship game on Stream Sports Midwest. Ready for period 2. It's 4-2 Peoria as we have 4-on-4 action for another 32 seconds. And then Mason Lukemeyer will come out of the box, and we'll have 28 seconds on the Ice Dogs power play. 6 total goals, 4 for Peoria, 2 for the Ice Dogs in the opening frame.
Yeah, with teams like this, you expect high-scoring games.
Mustangs have it behind their own net. They skate ahead. 10 seconds left on the Lukemeyer penalty. Mustangs gain entry. Skating in, a shot goes through the crease and wide. That was Keegan Dolan who put it through. Brings around to the near side. Lukemeyer out of the box. 28 seconds on an Ice Dogs power play as they have it behind their own net. Send it around, but not out. Now they carry it out. Andrew Davidson pushing ahead. Gives over to Lukemeyer. Shot never got there. Through the crease.
Oh, what a block! What a block that was!
The save by Smallberger. Sent around, and we get a whistle. The penalties have both expired. It's 4-2 Peoria with 10:55 to go in period 2.
What an exciting turn of events that was.
Both teams now back at full strength. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Far dot to our right. It'll be Paul and Lukemeyer on the draw. Pair of number 18s going at it. Squirts out to some open ice. Ice Dogs chased it down. Trying to gain the zone. They send it in. And we get a whistle. 10:47 left in period 2. It's a 2-goal Peoria lead. Offsides on the entry. Face off right below us at the near dot.
Oh!
Dumped in by the Ice Dogs. Peoria will collect in their own end. Try to send it out. It's held in at the point by Janata, who sends it around. Now trying the other side. It drifts out towards center, back into the far corner. Simundek sent it ahead. And it's collected by Janata on his own side. Ice Dogs behind their own net and send forward. Lukemeyer ahead, picked off. Pass attempt looking for Paul. He collects in the corner. Pushing forward, Dolenga gains the zone, gets it to Lukemeyer. Lukemeyer battling in, shoots, deflects up and over the goal. 9:50 to go in period 2. It's 4-2 Peoria. A slapper never got to the net. Lukemeyer just tried to pound one. Another one from Lukemeyer. It's picked off in front. That's sent right back out. It'll drift down and be played by Guten. Ice Dogs collect and push forward. And nearly a turnover in their own end. Able to get it back. They try to exit on the far side and do out to center ice. Here comes Davidson. Davidson looking over the options. A pass across. The shot is saved. Big time save to deny Wisecarver.
That was a really good save there.
A shot deflects out in front of the goal. Peoria sends one into the glove of Matthias Guten. Holds for a whistle. 8:57 left in period 2. It remains 4-2 Peoria in front.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. First period was all about offense. Now it's definitely been all defense so far for both of these teams.
Some big saves on each end. Blake Smallberger for the Mustangs. Matthias Guten for the Ice Dogs. So this faceoff will come to Guten's right. Shots in favor of Peoria, 12-5. Faceoff won by the Ice Dogs. They ring it around behind their own net. Along the near boards. Peoria pushes it forward, then turn it over, and the Ice Dogs come away with it. Andrew Davidson with speed enters the zone, then has his pocket picked upon entry, back out to center ice, and dumped back in deep. Mustangs behind their own cage. Send it out and held in by Lukemeyer. Tried to send it out. Luke Meyer weaving his way through. Got around one, but not the other Mustang. And it's held in. Weiscarver falling down, trying to just poke it in on net. Did get it to Smallberger, who leaps on it to cover up with 8:08 remaining in period 2. Mustangs still lead by a pair. Brandon Januska along with Ernie Krause and Eric Willowite on the camera. Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game. Face off to Smallberger's left. We have a penalty on Caleb McAllister. He's in the box for the next minute and a half, so a power play opportunity, 5-on-4 for the Ice Dogs. They'll try to draw within one. Davidson wins the face-off. A shot! Hit a stick out in front, never got there. Along the near boards, Genoa holds at the point, and now Peoria able to skate out with it. That's Paul trying to push forward, has it taken away. The shorthanded Mustangs dump it in behind the Ice Dog net. 7:45 to go in period 2, 1:05 on the penalty. Ice Dogs in their own end will try to push forward. Less than a minute to go on the power play. Bounce it off the boards behind their net. And back around to the other side. Nice job by the Mustangs putting on the pressure and really killing time on this penalty. Ice Dogs just trying to get out of their own end when they have the extra man, as that attempt hit a skate. And now they do finally get it out to center, but not much further. Now gaining entry is Davidson, weaving his way around one man and sent back out to center ice. 20 seconds to go on the McAllister penalty. Ice Dogs bring it all the way down. That'll go for an icing call. 14 seconds left on the power play, and the Ice Dogs still looking for their first shot on goal in this man advantage.
Yeah, really got to give it to the Mustangs for being really good at this penalty kill so far.
Shots in favor of Peoria, 12-5. Mustangs lead it 4-2. Face-off coming to the left of Matthias Guten. 14 seconds still on the McAllister penalty. It's won by the Mustangs. Now the Ice Dogs pick it off. Davidson pushing ahead. Able to gain the zone cleanly. Skates in. He scores! Andrew Davidson doing it all.
That was a beautiful shot there.
Able to skate right in on Smallberger. And the big finish. It's a power play goal. There were still 3 seconds left on the Caleb McAllister penalty. So it's now a one-goal game, 4-3. Mustangs still lead it. Back at full strength, 5 aside.
Guess I spoke too soon about the Mustangs being able to kill the penalty, didn't I?
They definitely had the advantage that whole time. We were tilted to our right.
Definitely.
Despite the Mustangs being a man down, and then Davidson showing off the speed.
Absolutely.
Has done it a couple of times, has now pushing
no
in.
way.
Luke Meyer skates in.
Smallberger! Holy cow!
Mason Lukemeyer off the draw, just able to skate right in, and just like that, you blink and we're tied back up with 6:35 to go in period 2.
That was absolutely effortless. Beautiful execution, weaving through to tie this game up. Wow.
We talked about these high-powered offenses and how quickly they can score. Perfect example right there. You get the big power play goal to draw within one, and then just a clean face-off win, able to skate in with it, was Lukemeyer for the goal.
How many seconds were taken off? Like 4, 5 seconds?
Yeah, give or take. Right around there now. The Mustangs put one in on net. Ice Dogs have not led at any point as a wraparound attempt is loose out in front. Ice Dogs come back the other way. They'll try to take their first lead. We're tied at 4. 6:15 and counting left in the second. Centering attempt, never got there. Sent to the far corner. Another one goes right through. No one was home. Out to the point it goes. A slap shot hit a body. And here comes Miller. Sends it across to Simundik, who skates in, is taken down. And we have a penalty upcoming. Simundik tried to skate in. We have an advantage still as Simundik came away with the puck. And now the whistle to stop play with 5:42 left in period 2, tied at 4.
Yeah, as a goalie, your anxiety level definitely ramps up when the puck's in the middle and then everyone crashes into each other, because who's to say someone doesn't get the puck and score on you when you're least expecting it.
These teams can go end to end in a hurry. Andrew Davidson headed to the box for the next minute 30. 5:42 to go in period 2. We're tied at 4 goals aside. Mustangs on the power play. Face off to the right of Matthias Guten. And there's the puck drop. It's won cleanly by the Mustangs. A shot that never gets through. From the near corner, the battle for the puck. Rings out toward the point, and it's cleared out to center ice. Mustangs have it, and now turn it over. Reichelt tried to center one, didn't connect. Held in by the Ice Dogs, shorthanded for another minute 8. They put it in behind the Mustangs' net. 5:15 and counting in period 2. We're tied at 4 goals aside. Van Nesch sends it out into the neutral zone ahead for Paul, who will try to skate onto it along the near boards. It's sent back behind the Ice Dog goal. 45 seconds still on the penalty. Paul tries to weave his way through. Ended up with Simundik, who had Paul right there as well, and now it's wrapped back behind and in the far corner. Here's Simundik. Tries a backhand feed over to Paul. Couldn't get the shot off. Paul still with it. Near circle. Sent one through, but it ended up with the Ice Dogs, and they're able to clear. 15 ticks left on the Davidson penalty. 4:25 left in the second. And now a shorthanded opportunity. Put in and wide. That was Luke Meyer for the Ice Dogs.
So close.
Luke Meyer
so
knocks
close.
it down. And then dumps it in as the penalty expires. Davidson out of the box. And we're back at 5 aside.
Great penalty kill there by the Ice Dogs, especially since every time you respond, these guys respond too.
Dolan tries to slap it while falling down, missed the puck, and now here comes Davidson. Fresh out of the box, coming along the near side. Now tries to skate in on goal, backhand attempt, goes right through the crease. Centering shot, the second effort goes wide to Lenga. Had a prime opportunity. Mustangs able to skate out with it. 3:35 to go in the period. Here's Dolan. A shot kicked aside. That's Keegan Dolan, who tries to put one into the crease. Loose puck is covered up. We have a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle with 3:26 left in the second period. It's 4-all.
Woo! What a sequence that was.
Opportunities on both ends, as has been the case throughout this game.
Definitely has been.
It was 4-2 Peoria entering this second period. 2 Ice Dog goals in quick succession have things tied up, and now the Ice Dogs push forward. This is Luke Meyer. He had the game-tying goal. Behind the net, tries a backhand centering pass, never got through. Still behind the net, Luke Meyer tries to put it in the crease, still has it on his stick. Backhand attempt, hit a body. And now just around the boards it goes, held in at the point. Ice Dogs try to center it, it's out in front. Peoria able to skate away with it to the far side. Held in at the point once again. Ice Dogs try to put it down low.
Quick line
And
change right
out
there.
Near the bench area, there was a change coming on, and it hit one of the players that were going off for a change, so that draws the whistle. 2:47 left in period 2. We're tied.
Don't see that too often. Usually when you do a line change, you're out of the way of the puck, but that time they were definitely in traffic.
You have the opening right there. The puck was right in front of the Ice Dogs bench. Benjamin Burgess in the box.
Yeah, no, you can't do that, unfortunately.
2:47 to go. In period 2, we're tied at 4, and the Mustangs back on the power play. Von Nesch sends one toward the net, hit a body in front. Davidson, make that Samunduk, number 2 in black. Mustangs hold. Ice Dogs able to poke it back out into the neutral zone. Peoria clears their end, and they'll regroup at center ice. 2:20 to go in the period. A minute still on the penalty. Paul weaves his way in. The shot! He scores! Able to beat Gooten glove side, and the Mustangs take the lead. It's another power play goal.
He makes it look so easy, just weaving through traffic like he's Patrick Kane and finishing in the goal.
5-4 Peoria. Another power play converted for the Mustangs. So that'll end the penalty, get Burgess back out on the ice. Paul wins the faceoff and skates ahead. A shot comes in down low, covered up by Gooten. The Ice Dogs have not led at any point in this game. They've been able to even it up 3 separate times.
I will give him this. It takes a lot to keep up with these Peoria Mustangs for sure.
The Ice Dogs win the faceoff. They push ahead. Enter the zone. Puck is loose, and chasing it down in the corner is Lukemire. Centering attempt, didn't connect. Out to the near boards. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second. 5-4 Mustangs. As they work their way in, the Ice Dogs do. Looking for Dolenga, chases it down in the corner, sends one out toward the crease. Weiscarver is right there. A couple of players poking at it. The Mustangs ring it around the boards, held in by the Ice Dogs. And now, second effort, Scholes able to clear it back out to center. Minute 25 and counting in period 2. Battle right below us along the near boards. Paul comes away with it. And skating ahead, Paul has an opportunity in on net, just drifted and paddled aside by Gooten. So we have a whistle as Paul was working his way in on the Ice Dogs goaltender. A minute 13 to go in the period, and once again, it's Peoria headed on to the power play.
Definitely a bit of frustration there by the Ice Dogs, but all you got to do, just kill off this penalty even going into the third period, and you're smitten. Now, of course, these Mustangs have been known to score pretty quickly, so keep on your toes.
As it's Grayson Yezik in the box for the Ice Dogs. Minute 13 to go in period 2, 90 seconds on the power play for Peoria, who lead by 1. Converted their last power play opportunity. That's the difference in the game right now. Ice Dogs able to skate out with it. It's Davidson showing off the speed once again, has it poked away and back out to center ice. Davidson just puts it in, collected at the top of the far circle. Mustangs trying to work their way in on the man advantage. Out near the corner, Blunier sends it around to the near corner. That was Maddox Miller battling for it there. And it comes out to the near point. Battle along the near boards once again. Less than 30 seconds to go in period 2 as it comes back out into the neutral zone. Goes all the way down along the near side for icing. So the Mustangs on the man advantage will have an offensive zone face-off with 21 ticks remaining in period 2. 5-4, Mustangs lead it. Face-off to Gooten's left. Keegan Dolan to take it for Peoria. And off the draw, able to win it and skate ahead is Luke Meyer. Luke Meyer into the zone. Short-handed attempt for the Ice Dogs.
He
It
lost
just
the puck.
came off the stick. And back the other way. 10 seconds left in the period. One last push for the Mustangs. They come forward. Dolan a shot. It goes wide. 3 ticks on the clock. Behind the net, Mustangs will just pass it across. And that is how the second period comes to an end. The Mustangs lead it 5-4 after the Ice Dogs had tied it at 4 apiece. Peoria will have 17 seconds on the man advantage when the third period begins. This is the Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game on Stream Sports Midwest. We're ready for what could be the final period between these two teams this season. Although the way this game has gone, overtime not out of the question. This is the Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game between the Ice Dogs and the Peoria Junior Mustangs. It's Peoria ahead 5-4 entering the third period as time expires on the power play for Peoria. There were just 17 seconds entering this frame left on the man advantage. Now even five men aside. Ice Dogs from their own end will clear out to center. Peoria collects there as Von Nesch misplays it initially. Has to chase it down in his own end and try to send it forward. Ice Dogs dump it in along the near side and ring it around behind toward the near corner. Comes out toward the near point. Mustangs take over and will push ahead. It was 4-2 Peoria after the first period. Ice Dogs were able to tie it at 4 apiece, but then a power play goal for the Mustangs. The difference in this one, they lead 5-4 as a flip in, up and over Blake Smallberger and into the far corner. Brandon Januska along with Ernie Kraus and Eric Willowhite on camera. 10:35 remaining in period 3. Ice Dogs on the attack, put in on Smallberger, kicked aside and ends up back behind. Dolenga centers one, it comes all the way out to Yezek, who puts one into the crease, loose puck, and it comes back out to the near side as we have a whistle with 10:20 to go in period 3. Big opportunity for the Ice Dogs. Smallberger denies it.
Yeah, that was quite the sequence right there, although don't count the Ice Dogs out because they will get you on another opportunity. Maybe it's this next play, maybe it's later on. Don't let your guard down with these guys, that's for sure.
Yeah, you certainly never can with these two offenses. Face off to the left of Blake Smallberger. It's won cleanly by the Ice Dogs. They send it in toward the net. Davidson, a shot goes high and wide. Centering feed never got there. Picked off by Peoria as they try to clear their end. They do get it over the blue line. Ice Dogs will dump it right back in. Around the boards it goes, back behind the Mustang net where Peoria has it and will try to skate out with it. Now pass it out into the neutral zone as they push forward past the 10-minute mark of the third. 5-4 is a shot into the glove of Guten, who holds and draws the whistle. 9:48 left in period 3. It's 5-4 Peoria. The offenses have been the featured story in this one, but don't forget about both of these goalies. They've come up with some big saves at times throughout this game.
Absolutely. A lot of times these goalies are stone walls, and then other times the offenses are just able to weave through and find any weaknesses.
To the right of Guten, it's won by the Ice Dogs, who send it down. And now trying to skate in on it is Luke Meyer. Mustangs got there first and able to send it back out to center ice. Kinsey Dunford sent it ahead to Delenga. Around the boards it comes. Reichelt in the near corner. Comes all the way out to the point. And the Mustangs push forward. I think the puck may have exited the zone and then offsides upon re-entry. It was along the near boards. Again, tough for us to see right below us there along the boards.
Yeah, too bad we don't have x-ray vision to get a clearer picture.
That would be nice.
Oh, very nice.
9:20 to go in period 3. It's 5-4 Peoria on top. Face-off ends up between the skates of the official, and Ice Dogs eventually come away with it. Then the Mustangs nearly had a chance. Now Davidson pushes forward. Looking over his options. Davidson gets his stick tied up. It's still between his skates. Held in by Yezik, who sends it to the far corner. Behind the net, Janata. Centering attempt. No one was there but the Mustangs as they try to clear. It's held in by the Ice Dogs. Davidson just tried to put it on net. Never got there. A lot of traffic out in front. Peoria pushes forward. 8:35 left in the third. Ice Dogs trail by a goal. Mustangs push forward. Here's Dominic Gatton, who loses his footing and the puck. Wisecarver sends it back the other way. Pushed out along the near boards. Ice Dogs have it. Back behind the net it comes. And out to the far side. Delenga has it taken away. Simunda right in front of the Ice Dogs bench, able to push it into the zone, but right to the waiting Ice Dogs, who bring it back the other way. Turnover upon entry, and it's back in the neutral zone along the near boards. Battle for it, coming away with it is Luke Meyer. Skates in on net, a good feed, ends up back behind. Another good look for the Ice Dogs. But it remains Peoria by 1. So they clear it back out to center. Sent back in as the Ice Dogs go off for a change. Mustangs collect and push forward. Blunier dumps it off and was unable to clear the zone. Blunier left it for Paul to enter, but had crossed over the blue line, couldn't get back out. Offsides the call with 7:16 left in the third period. It's 5-4, Peoria on top.
Yeah, he slammed his stick down in frustration. I can definitely understand, especially when you've got all the momentum going in your favor.
Face-off won by the Ice Dogs. In between the skates of Dunford, and it is Wisecarver who comes away with it. Wisecarver weaving through traffic, ends up with Burgess. Shot ends up right in front. Mustangs take it away. Under 7 to go in period 3. Mustangs by 1, looking to add on. Skating around with it, a shot. He scores! Keegan Dolan brought it in and able to hit the top of the cage. It's 6-4 Mustangs.
Weave through traffic, beautiful shot there. My goodness, these Mustangs, they came to play, didn't they?
Both of these offenses putting on quite a show in this one. Peoria has a 2-goal lead once again. They saw it quickly disappear last time.
Yeah, definitely don't get too comfortable. Blink and you'll miss it, and these Ice Dogs could very well tie this game back up again.
Yeah, you won't be comfortable until that final horn sounds with these two teams. 6-4 Peoria, and maybe another chance. It's poked away. Coming forward with it is Simundik. Tried to weave through. Had it taken away, but held in by the Mustangs. Still have entry. Paul on the near side. Backhand to Simundik. He shoots into the body, and a save by Guten.
Really nice save there, especially when your team's down by 2. You don't want to make that deficit 3 at this point late in the game.
Shots in favor of Peoria, 18-14. They lead by 2. 6:18 to go in the third. Face off to Guten's left. Paul and Davidson. Peoria has a backhand flip on net, paddled aside. Along the near boards in the corner, Peoria shoots, tough angle shot, ends up off the side of the net. And back behind. Weiscarver lost his footing and the puck. Peoria able to hold it in. Miller sent it around back behind. Paul has it taken away. Burgess sends it ahead toward Davidson. Missed the stick of Davidson, and the Mustangs able to keep possession and the zone. Simundik trying to push it forward in a battle for the puck. Peoria keeps. Paul has his stick tied up, loose puck. And the Ice Dogs push forward with it. 5.5 to go in period 3. Burgess comes ahead and sends it in before going off for a change. Peoria will collect behind their own goal. They push ahead. Sent across and off the skate of Lukemire. Mustangs able to gain the zone though. Now Lukemire takes it away, trying to gain some steam, entering the zone. A couple of men in front. He gets around them both. Backhand shot in on net. Save made by Smallberger. Less than 5 to go in the third. 6-4 Peoria. And now Peoria pushes ahead. It's Dolan. Gets through a couple of defenders. Backhand attempt off the side of the net. Back out to center ice, and it drifts back in. Dolan hadn't exited the zone. This time Gabe Dolan. And the whistle sounds with 4:38 remaining in period 3. It's 6-4 Peoria in front.
Whew. Definitely feels nice to get a little bit of a breather while this is. My goodness. These teams have really been going at it all day.
Ice Dogs push ahead. 4.5 remaining in the third. A shot off the side of the net. Peoria tries to get it out. It's taken away by Davidson. Davidson tries to center and shoots wide. Ends up along the near boards. Centering attempt. Hit a Mustangs player. Never got through. Battle continues along the near boards and out to center ice. And offsides as the puck entered the zone. 4:01 left in period 3. It's 6-4 Peoria. Face-off will come from the logo at center ice.
How rare.
Won by Dolan. Dolan pushes ahead. This is Keegan Dolan. Has it off his skate and then taken away by the Ice Dogs. They're able to bring it out to center ice. Lukemire has his pass picked off. And now here comes Scholes. Waited for a little bit of help. It never came, and it's taken away, sent back down by the Ice Dogs. 3:35 remaining in the third as the puck is iced. 3:32 when the whistle officially blows. In the third period, 6-4 Peoria by 2. And now an offensive zone draw for the Mustangs.
Definitely buckle up time for the Ice Dogs.
Davidson on the draw. But before we get there, we have a timeout.
Where?
With 3:32 to go in period 3. It's 6-4 Peoria in front, and we couldn't have asked for a better way to kick off this morning the Squirt Red Tier 1 championship game.
Oh, yeah, this will wake you up better than coffee.
It certainly will. We did have some coffee as well, so thank you for the staff of Glenview for providing for us here as the hosts of this tournament.
Absolutely.
This portion of the tournament, we should say. We have crews out in 3 different locations this weekend. Darien, West Dundee, and of course here in Glenview. We have 2 more championship games to come from the Glenview Ice Center. They each have their own stream on Stream Sports Midwest. Up next will be the Squirt Red Tier 2 game between the Black Bears and St. Peter's. That'll be coming up after this one. And again, still plenty of time in this one. It's a 2-goal Peoria lead, 3:32 to go in the third. But the Ice Dogs have shown how quickly they can respond. Had 2 goals in about a 5-second window to tie the score at 4 earlier in this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. If there's any game so far today that's going to be going into overtime, it could potentially be this if the Ice Dogs are able to respond and then, of course, keep this game tied up until that clock hits 0.
And this is the next goal would be a big one. It's a big swing moment if another goal is scored, because if it goes the way of Peoria, a 3-goal advantage might just be enough with 3.5 minutes left. However, if it goes to the Ice Dogs, then they're down by 1, and it's game on at this point.
Absolutely. Momentum can swing either way, and it's all on these kids to make sure that happens.
Shots in favor of Peoria, 19-16. Mustangs lead 6-4. Face off to the right of Matthias Guten. Davidson and Paul on the draw. Mustangs come away with it. Backhanded shot goes wide from Simundik. Puck is still loose. Burgess will just send a pass across ice and out into the neutral zone. Collecting it there is Ethan Wisecarver. Battling for the puck right at the red line on the far side along the boards. It comes loose to Davidson, who pushes it towards center. Peoria collects it there. And poking it away, Wisecarver, but Paul collects. Now Paul trying to gain the zone for Peoria. He does. A slapper. And it ends up kicked aside by Guten. To the near corner, less than 3 minutes remaining in the third. Peoria by 2. Ice Dogs trying to get out of their end. They push ahead. Davidson. Great speed coming through the neutral zone along the far side. Tries to work his way in on net. Ends up behind. Centering attempt. Hit a skate. And goes right through the crease. Out to the far boards. Slapped back center shot.
Oh!
And deflects just wide.
What a dangerous deflection there if you're the Mustangs. Whew. Oh, my goodness.
As this one is rattled off the boards. Goes all the way down in on net. So Guten will just cover it up. And the Mustangs caught a little bit of a break. Guten covers it up while the Mustangs were going off for a change. Could have played it out.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm surprised that goal didn't end up in the net. Or that puck didn't end up in the net.
On the other side, yeah, a loose one off to our right. And then now the faceoff coming to our left. Ice Dogs win it, and they're able to carry it out. Pushing forward with the puck, Mason Lukemeier puts one in on net, and it's gloved and held by Smallberger. 2:06 to go in period 3, 6-4. Mustangs lead it, face off to the left of Smallberger. Out beyond the crease to try to cut off the angle. Puck drops. Comes out to the near boards. Peoria pushes it out to center ice. Lukemeier has it there. Sends it ahead. Into the zone goes Wisecarver, but then it's poked right back out. Battle for the puck. Taken away initially by Peoria and then collected by the Ice Dogs. Minute 43 and counting left in the third. Peoria by 2. Davidson gains the zone, but a whistle blows offsides upon entry. 1:39 remaining in the third. It's 6-4 Mustangs.
Still plenty of time to tie this game up, but Ice Dogs got to be efficient in this sequence.
They certainly do. You'd like to get one quick, at least before the minute mark if possible.
Absolutely.
1:39 left on the clock in this third period. Neutral zone face-off, the near dot. Off to our right. It'll be number 18 for either side. Mason Lukemeyer and Paul Easton. Make that Easton Paul on the draw, and it's won by Paul. Dreams all the way out to the far side. Skating onto it there was Davidson. Knocked off the puck. Puck still loose. Minute 30 to go in the third. Ice Dogs have it and push it in deep. Below the baseline and around the boards it comes. Centering attempt. Hit a skate. And Kareem's back out toward the blue line. Held in by the Ice Dogs. Minute 15 to go in period 3. Mustangs by 2. Along the near boards it comes, and Peoria able to get it out to center ice. Now they push forward. Paul with an open net. He puts it into the empty netter with exactly 60 seconds to go in this one. And that might be enough to ice this one. It's now a 3-goal Peoria lead, 7-4 the score.
What a game for these Peoria Junior Mustangs. They came to play. Even when the game's been tied, they have been very much in control of this game. But I still got to give a lot of credit to these Ice Dogs. They've done a great job keeping up and staying in this game as well and making it as exciting as it has been.
They'll need a trio of goals in this next 60 seconds. The Ice Dogs want their season to continue.
Someone lost their stick out there.
It's loose out in the neutral zone. It's a Mustangs player without the stick. I believe that's William Blunier. Paul sends it ahead. 40 seconds left in the game. A shot from Paul goes into the glove of Guten, who holds with 38 ticks left on the clock. 7-4. Mustangs in front. The Mustangs have not trailed at any point in this game. Ice Dogs have been able to tie it up 3 separate times. It was 1-1, 2-2, and then 4-4. But Peoria with the last 3 goals of this one as the Ice Dogs commit a penalty. Ethan Weiscarver heading to the box for the remainder of this one. 90-second power play, but only 38 seconds left in the third. Face-off won by the Mustangs. And for the Ice Dogs, who finished the regular season a perfect 20-0, went 3-0 in the playoffs, they're on the verge of suffering their first defeat of the year.
It's the kind of feeling that you just have in the pit of your stomach, and you just, hey, it's like you go perfect, and then the one game you lose is the final game.
Connor Patton puts it around, but on the other side, no sweeter feeling. Peoria lost their first 3 tries against these Ice Dogs. Those were the only 3 losses as time expires. And there's the horn. The Peoria Junior Mustangs are your Squirt Red Tier 1 champions. Again, they lost all 3 regular season meetings against these Ice Dogs. Those were the only losses the Mustangs suffered this year. But when it mattered most in the championship game, it's Peoria who comes out on top, 7-4.
I bet it feels sweet for them to finally get back at these guys who swept them in the regular season, finally get them in the finals, and come away as champions.
Congratulations to both teams just for making it this far, getting into this championship game, the Ice Dogs and the Peoria Junior Mustangs. And, of course, congratulations to Peoria, the Squirt Red Tier 1 champions. We'll keep it here for the trophy presentation and for the team pictures that will be taking place on the ice. A reminder for everyone, the Squirt Red Tier 2 championship game will be on our stream. It'll be a separate stream from this one. It has its own name. It's under Stream Sports Midwest Central States. It'll be going live once the Zamboni begins here on the ice to give us a fresh sheet before that Tier 2 championship game between the Black Bears and St. Peter's. But to wrap this one up for the Ice Dogs and Peoria Junior Mustangs, a back-and-forth affair. You really couldn't ask for a better game to kick things off today.
Absolutely. It was very exciting the whole way through. Definitely got to give a lot of credit to these Ice Dogs for staying in the game like they did and keeping these Mustangs on their toes, but ultimately Mustangs come out on top. Congratulations to the Peoria Junior Mustangs.
As the second place banner was just presented to the Ice Dogs. Again, congratulations to them on their second place finish in a very successful season. Again, just one loss, and it came today. And on the other side, we're ready for the presentation of the championship banner for these Peoria Junior Mustangs. What a job to come out and score immediately upon a power play opportunity. And again, they never trailed in the entirety of this game. A couple of times the Ice Dogs drew even, but Peoria really controlled this game in terms of that offensive pressure.
Yeah, especially when it came to those power plays. They were always on top of it. And whenever it was a power play against them, for the most part, they did an incredible job killing those penalties and preventing goals.
They certainly did, and that's why they were victorious. 7-4 the final. The Peoria Junior Mustangs are your Squirt Red Tier 1 champions. On behalf of my partner Ernie Kraus and Eric Willowite, who was manning the camera for this one, I'm Brandon Januska. Thank you for tuning in. This is Central States Championship Hockey on Stream Sports Midwest.